two tanks.
And notice that he's taking it out of the water meter and
Yeah.
putting it where we talked about.
Which is straight into the.
And
Yep. Similar to the underside.
Chris, if
there.
you don't care, before you,
Yes.
there's always.
We're going to mix 1 bag of resin, which entails you're going to add in 9 gallons of water. So what we'll do, we'll go over here to your rig. You won't be on that side because you can see. Your water meter to 0.
You don't have to talk like this.
If this is on 0, you want to push in and turn. That way you don't break the cogs on the inside.
Okay.
That way your water's gonna flow. You have an emergency shut off over here. Or if you decide you have to walk away for some reason, just flip it out. That way you can go do what you've got to do and come back and not worry about overfilling your tank. And I think we are ready. Last 4 to clean out your hopper.
Right.
Right in the main tank.
Okay. And then you put, then you in the rinse out the hopper.
Yeah, you got 4 gallons to clean this out.
Okay.
It's a little bit different if you're doing core foam
Yeah.
because it takes a little more water.
Yeah, which is different.
Yes.
And
Yeah, I understand.
see some confusion. That's why the metric system's good.
Yeah.
So that's 5 weeks later?
5 weeks later.
Yeah, so the foam will be fully dry by then.
So there's no more shrinkage.
Right.
So there is that little bit.
Yeah, there is that little bit, and we're working to drive that to 0.
Okay.
But we're not there yet.
That's an argument about having an issue
Right.
cavity there. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Cut the whole top out of your bag.
Okay.
After you squint it.
Jesus, it's fine, isn't it?
Put the bottom end of your bag. Keeps the dust level down in your truck.
One, two, three, 4 layers of craft paper. The inner layer is high-density polyethylene.
Okay, so keep it nice and dry.
Yeah.
All the time.
No,
No.
it needs to run about 5 minutes per drum set.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Close the door.
You see me?
What do I do now?
Oh, you didn't do anything.
I did too. So we'll reset our water meter back to 0. We need 12 gallons to mix up 2 jugs.
We put a little odor additive in it to make it smell kind of like bathroom cleaner.
Yeah.
We want it to smell.
These.
They're all.
Make sure that, well, they're recirculating.
Yeah.
If you flip them down, you've mixed a whole tub of product. You go to mixing or go to trying to pump foam, you throw about $1,000 out on the ground just that quick.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just like, ah! And I've had guys do it. Say, well, all my foam's gone. What happened to it? I said, well, check your valves. They didn't, before they went through, they didn't check the valves, make sure they were in the right position, and they shot stuff everywhere. We'll let it cycle a few minutes, make sure everything's coming back in the tank. Because this one over here, if we're not watching, we don't see anything going back in the tank. It's got an air pocket in there, so it'll bounce all day long.
set 125 on the left, 110 on the right. Now we're going to go set the gauges on the gun. These gauges here are zeroed out. And we're going to check the flow rate of the material. So you've opened all three hoses on the gun, valves on the gun.
That's the rock.
Exactly. More like shaving cream.
Yeah. So with the other one's got the body to it,
Yeah.
you can actually get a clean
And then,
along the side.
and then the look of the foam.
Yeah.
Let's do all three.
Okay.
If your air is too low, see how it's smooth on top?
Yeah.
So you turn your air up until it looks like this, textured like the top of a Snickers candy bar on top.
Yeah.
And plus, you notice that I'm doing small circular motions right on top of the foam
Yeah.
where I'm building a beehive.
Yeah.
That's a sign of good quality.
Right, okay.
Because foam that's poor quality will splat out and be too soupy to build a good beehive.
Yeah.
So, can you build a beehive? Does it break? And when you break the foam, what you want to look at is the cell structure that you see.
Yeah.
You don't want to see layers in it.
Okay.
You want to see homogeneous cells to where it all looks the same no matter which way you look at it.
Okay, if it had layers in it, what caused that?
If it had layers in it, you get too many scrubbies in your gun, and you're actually getting a layer of foaming agent rich foam and a layer of resin rich foam.
Right.
And a layer of foaming agent rich foam and resin rich foam.
So you would need to remove some of the...
You would need to remove a scrubby because you're making bubbles that are too fine.
Yeah.
Rather than coating the bubbles, you're slicing through the bubbles.
Right. Okay.
And
How many scrubbies
also,
are in there now?
Okay.
Now kind of build a little beehive, sort of like that.
Yep.
That's good. Now turn them all three off. Now give us over to the side.
Yep.
Air only.
Yep.
That's good. Took that off.
Get rid of that. Yep.
Now, where's your little brakey tool?
Right there on the top of the hop.
You can almost tell.
Make sure you slice down in the foam and pull to the side.
You can almost tell just by looking at
Yeah,
it.
you can
that
sort of tell by the density of it. It's just, yeah, it's
So it's good homogeneous cell structure. Now go look at your numbers. You do that or you want me to do it?
Is that either or? Don't matter to me, either that.
yeah, I'll just video it.
Okay.
Around the other side.
I was about to go.
So again, he's looking at the foam to make sure it looks about right. It looks good. So now you fill the box back and forth, back and forth.
Yep.
Fill it a little bit too full.
Yep.
And overfill it.
And then you slide
A little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. There you go, that's good. And then you can slice it off. I mean, I kind of have a standard where, to me, this is how I weigh boxes every single time.
Yeah.
I'll always be a little bit on the heavy side.
Yeah.
But I always like to get it a little too full. And I don't like to clean it off because I don't want to get my hand dirty.
Isn't that why you have your hacksaw blade on?
Well, I don't always have a hacksaw blade.
Count on the way up. Best thing to do as far as training goes is set you up a wall like this when you get back home. Train them inside your shop. That way they can see what's going on.
Yeah.
That way they're not going in blind.
And again, and again, and again. And some little things that I'm looking for when he's about to start. You see, he waited until it fills up before he started pulling his hose back. Now he's pulling his hose back and he's getting ready to shut the valves off. And you'll see it here. Shut them off. There you go.
Up, same way.
Like that.
Yeah.
That's, just like with the bottom, you'll give it a few extra seconds to fill to the top because it's gradually going to work its way down before it starts filling.
Yeah.
So then you go,
So you wait a bit before you
Yep.
start
Yeah.
moving the hose. So you normally wait a second or two before you
Yeah.
start moving the hose and bring it down.
Because it'll flow past that anyway, won't it? Yeah. You just don't want to be pulling the hose back through, the hose back through the fuel line.
No, some of that.
Yep.
Oh yeah, pick me up and so I can count some. I'll get this in.
who was that? Look at this. Ready?
So let it sort of start.
And start pulling. Start pulling.
Pull up,
Start
yeah.
pulling.
That's the best way you count. That way you know you've got the same time from the bottom to the top, top to the
Pull,
bottom.
pull, 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 pull.
I didn't think I
the shadow. I was thinking
That's a little bit of
We've got some fiberglass
You're
in
good.
the wall.
no, the shadow, my actual shadow. I was thinking
oh, yeah.
a bit than what I hadn't got.
Don't be tricked by shadows. And one of the things that you also need to practice on
Yeah.
are dry sheetrock walls, drywall walls, because if it's poorly installed thin sheetrock,
Yeah.
and you wait too long to start pulling the hose down, pop, you popped it off.
Yeah. But you can actually get it at that point and put it back.
Yes.
Yeah.
At that point, you can put it back.
Yeah. Because we do have that problem in Australia. They can be real lax.
And in a retro business, you have no idea how well the sheetrock's installed. If it's plaster, it's a different thing.
Yeah.
Much stronger.
It's always, everything's chip. We use chip rock walls everywhere. Yeah.
My scale come over
A
there.
fresh box of foam fell down.
Ready?
That's going to be messy. So you wait a little bit longer on the
Yeah,
top wall.
and now you're good. It's pretty quick.
Yeah, it is.
And done.
You know.
Excellent technique.
Pretty simple.
Well, this is your injection. Use a small tip,
Yeah.
place it in the hole. Don't shove it all the way in the back.
Because this would be quite a common thing for us, the
Yeah,
injection
the
side.
injection like this, yeah.
Yeah.
So what you do, you put it like this much, have your hand up. I can't reach all three of them. Ready? Okay. And what you'll do, you watch it fly go up, bring it up into here, start easing out, and you shut her down.
Okay. So you do a half a wall rise.
Yep. Do it half at a time, that way you're not overpressurized. 1, 2. Good.
Okay. So now, the question I have for you, in Australia we have
So he lets it pooch out,
yeah,
and he overlaps quite a bit.
yeah,
Because if you don't overlap quite a bit, you get weak lines in your striation, in your crossover.
yeah.
I get your
You need your step ladder, obviously.
yeah.
Well, you wouldn't, it's an 8-foot floor, but I'm 6 inches above, so.
All right. Yeah.
And if you're going in,
If you're selling versus spray foam,
Yeah. Well, we're not up against spray
they'll
foam
tear
for
you
that
apart. And
protection,
it's
so-
like, okay, I'm a spray foam guy too. I understand this perfection mentality and blah, 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 blah.
This is a good system. Now the netting is fairly cheap.
Yes. Up enough to where it doesn't pooch back out. If
Yeah.
it pooches back out, your drywall guys get really upset.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
that's
this-
setting up a bit
Yeah,
higher
like
there.
that. So
Yeah.
this needed to cure a little bit more, but